I was just about to start. Now I have to hydrate. I guess I'll be right back. Guys, chill. The stream hasn't even started yet. Fine. Stretch. Okay. And headbutts. Okay. Do I have headpads on this one? I do. It's just not. It's just not in the right position. Yes, I did. I did that way long ago. I haven't even hydrated yet. They can't. Right now, they can't hear you. Open, damn it. Open. There we go. Shouldn't be a long cooldown. I think it's like an hour long. Oh, that's not too bad. Well, in that time, I can do the intro. Hello, everyone. I'm Momo Rules. Welcome back to. The group doesn't technically have a name, but I like to call us all the D&D disasters. But this is the Madman Stream campaign. We have had what 2-week long break, which is 2 weeks too long for me. But now we're back. So I'm about to unmute the guys so we can do the usual introductions. And you guys are muted. So first off, you'll notice that Blaze's little token up there in the top right is not there because Blaze is busy. He will not be joining today. And my cousin Nomad is still away for the moment. He's got some stuff he's dealing with, so we're not rushing him. He'll join when he can. So we will start the introductions with the icons we have on screen. And we will start with Blank.
Hello, it me.
We don't need to do any like long, big introductions here. I'm just, letting you guys say hi. We got Lights.
Yeah. 2 is currently deafened and muted.
Oh. Okay.
Now just, yeah, there we go.
Are you talking? Sorry, I got a phone call.
Oh. Are you good now?
Oh. Yeah.
Say hi.
How dare you have IRL obligations?
Fuck you, it was my mother.
Alright.
Say hi.
Hi.
That's Lights.
I'm alive.
And we got Ryan.
Greetings and salutations. NBNU.
Orca is not currently here right now. He will be here eventually. And then there is Spock.
Help, I'm being trapped in my own ass.
Hey.
Oh my god, man.
You're not trapped. Just say hi.
Hi.
Gods above. Okay.
And devils below.
Okay, so Oh god, what happened?
Well, for one, I remember for a fact that we took on the super boss that is Iris,
Oh
courtesy
yeah.
of
Okay.
courtesy of my dumbass decision to try it.
So, last we left the party, after a bit of rest at the Adventurers Guild, the party decided to go along their day and try to get some stuff done. And they went back to Iris's stand, asked a few questions. Everyone except Ironbark, actually. Ironbark had instead gone to Sly's little stand for skills. And, well, taking on a more difficult request. Someone is echoing.
It's probably me. I'll fix it. Not sure what's better.
After taking on a bit of a more difficult request, the party ended up losing and was forced back into reality after challenging Iris in her little quote-unquote domain. But that's neither here nor there, since the party wasn't punished for doing so. After this little encounter with Iris, I forget if anyone tried to make trades or not, but I remember that Ironbark purchased a few boxes, and eventually the party went back to the Adventurers Guild, seeking more quests, or generally something, where the programmer slash admin, Nico, um, gave the party two different tasks that they needed to get done, which one was heading to the capital to check on the rest of the alpha testers, and then there was one to investigate a glitched dungeon to the west that had some bugs in it. And if I remember correctly, he told you that you would meet someone there who I keep wanting to call like Dahlia, but that is not her name because that's the environment person. For the life of me, I cannot remember this woman's name, and I made her. We're gonna call her Trish. That you'll meet someone named Trish there. And the last thing that actually happened, I believe, was Ironbark obtaining one of the skills he had.
Yeah. I get to identify plants, I think it was.
You didn't take the Alchemist Eye. Did you write it down?
No.
You can only identify tainted onions.
No.
I thought I did write it down. Oh no.
Because the things that she sold were the Flower Friend, which allows you to, speak with plants at any point you were able to.
Right, I am writing this down right now.
I believe you bought a custom one for later. And then the second one, I don't remember. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, the party. I wouldn't say you're waking up. You've taken no damage. You didn't need any rest, really. But you've got your quests from Nico, at the very least. So we will pick up in the Adventurers Guild after Ironbark has obtained whichever one of the skills he wanted to obtain first.
Probably Flower Friend.
Okay. You will have our friend. You will be able to speak to plants whenever you would like to. Try not to overuse it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but will he also trail flowers wherever he goes?
No.
No.
Time to hydrate. I have to be sparing with my water. I don't have too much left in this one. Put you down there, actually.
Bree's first objective: drown the DM.
Do not drown the DM, please. I would prefer to be living so I could keep DMing.
That is fair.
I already told you not to fucking do that.
Eh?
Oh. We're
Yell
getting
at Dan.
sidetracked here, guys.
We had agreed to go to the capital, hadn't we?
I don't think you guys had agreed on anything just yet.
No, we had just taken the quest from Nico to investigate the buggy dungeon, quote unquote.
Sounds like fun. We are in the town, right?
Yes, you're currently in the starting town. For playing the
Towny
Sorry,
McTown face.
for Ironbark, it's still Towny McTown face.
And for
Which I love.
And Leo made a Kid Icarus Uprising reference.
Who's that?
Goes.
Would that be an Orca?
Orca.
Wonderful.
We must go.
We just finished a little recap.
Oh, well, good timing on my part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you need a recap.
Nope, I'm good.
So we're starting off in the Adventurers Guild after Ironbark has obtained the Flower Friends skill. Right now, Right now, discussion is free and actions are up to you. So have fun with it.
Honestly, I forget what Leo was doing, so...
It
I
seems
think
like
we're just at the guild hall right now.
It seems like checking up on the alpha testers is the most pressing right now, due to the situation we're stuck in. They may be better suited at protecting themselves than us, but still, numbers is safer.
Was that in or out of character?
That was in character.
Oh, okay.
Lana will go, I just want to kill some shit, get some XP. The stronger we are, the better we are.
We're not running on XP anymore, I don't think.
Just because the physical item experience is not a thing does not mean we need combat experience in our new bodies. We have to get used to our abilities, magic, and we have to test what we can and cannot do.
She
Gotta
is right.
hydrate again. Stop it. I'm gonna put a longer time limit on if you keep this up.
Drown the DM.
I'm going to get.
Reblet laugh.
I'm going to subject Blank to the hat of discipline at this rate.
Hey, I'm drinking just as much as you are.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get myself something to drink as well.
Difference is, Blank is drinking whiskey.
I'm not a whiskey drinker.
Sure you aren't.
I actually don't really like whiskey.
I don't drink, so.
I have mellow yellow.
Good enough.
I happen to agree with Vana on this one.
We could kill two birds with one stone.
Depends.
Go to the capital, and then go to the dungeon.
Well, there's bound to be creatures and shit in the forests, fields, plains to the capital.
I mean, I do intend on doing both, but whichever, I think we should head to the capital first. Do you know where the dungeon is?
I am going to
Open our
open
map?
my map.
So Nico would have gone ahead and marked the dungeon on your map. Though he is not a map programmer, or he's not in charge of maps, as you would say, and he points to the map a small red circle that says Dungeon Approximation. So basically, that is the general area the dungeon should be in.
Is it in the general direction of the capital, or?
No. The capital is to the north. The dungeon is to the west at the base of some mountains.
Given that information, I'd recommend we go to the capital first.
If we need to come back here before heading to the dungeon, we'll determine that on our way back.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about coming back here. I was thinking going to the capital, earning some money by killing things or doing what needs to be done, get some combat experience, do what we need to do at the capital, and head west. Skirt along the mountains to the dungeon. Do it in a giant loop.
We can do that as long as we don't need to head back here to rest and recuperate. We don't know what we might run into in the capital.
Yeah, but you may run into stuff, but at the same time, capitals have inns too. And I'm pretty sure they have an adventurers guild that would take us in for a respite.
We'll have to find out. But we should get moving.
Mods, get that guy out of chat, please.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
I'm not sure if that is a bot or not.
Following since 38 seconds ago.
Yeah, they just followed.
Do they have a history anywhere else?
I don't know. The menu won't close on my end.
I am reporting them.
Yeah. I need
no
one of- I need-
followers.
I need one of my mods to ban that ban, please.
Yeah, I can't do that one.
No videos, no followers, no about.
It's a bot.
Actually, I have the stream pulled up in my tab. I can do it myself. Cool.
Chatbots. Yeah, it was definitely a bot because they were advertising chatbots.
Yep. Not having any of that on channel. Goodbye.
Get the hints.
So, what we're talking about? We were discussing whether to go to the capital, yes?
Yes. And I was suggesting to the party that we get a move on.
So, is the destination agreed upon?
I'll look around and go, everyone for the capital?
Ironbark nods.
Sorry
Because
about
you're
that.
so tall, you count us too.
Sorry about that, guys. It was I was busy getting myself a snack and a drink.
Welcome back. The
Hardly yummy.
party has decided to go to the capital.
Ah, damn it, Leo, stop munching and snacking.
Immediately, that's just what Leo has been doing, munching on some kind of steak. Munching on some kind of steak in the tavern, barely listening to the guys.
Okay. So, with the destination set, all of you are ready to head out, yes?
I'm ready.
We'll start heading out the door and straight north, unless there's something stopping us.
Nope, there is a path slash walkway to all directions in this town. And right now, none of the villagers nor players have any reason to stop you. So, Aish, you make your way out of the Adventurers Guild. You see that the path to the north, covered in grassy fields just outside the town, is ready and awaiting exploration. Is the party following the party following Aish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will usher Leo along as he's munching.
There's no, I can't see any people or what looks like players walking outside the town.
Not right now. With the message that was displayed in front of your eyes the other day, I don't think many players would be walking around freely at the moment. Besides maybe Oz's group. Because they're currently not in the town. So, leaving the town behind, you would have no sight of Ellie as you leave, and you would know that both Trickster and Firefly would both be inside the Adventurers Guild where you had left them beforehand.
Yes. Chairless.
Yes, chairless. For the price of restoring Gerald's arm. But
Had a good reason for it.
indeed. But moving along, I would like all of you to make me perception checks in the Discord channel, please.
I can do. What's my perception
It's
again? Plus
from
3.
here to the capital, it's going to take about 30 to 45 minutes in game.
In Discord general chat?
No, there's the Discord chat.
Oh, I thought you said general for some reason.
No, why would I want you to roll in my general chat?
I don't know. That's why I was confused.
Why not? Boom.
Jesus. Okay. It's another one of
Okay.
these days.
Okay.
Someone
okay.
is just showing up.
I just want to
off.
say, I've made a total of 2 perception checks this entire campaign. Both have been nat 20s.
I think we need to get lights tested.
Okay, so coming out of the village, of course you see like the farmlands on either side because they have farmlands all around this little small town. It's how they stay so, efficient with themselves. Most of you just see the open grasslands. Most of you just see the small fauna and the bird life. Zorgrax! We're doing this again, aren't we?
I believe the answer would be yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Roll me a D100, please, Zorgrax.
$95.
So close to 2 perfect rolls.
Here we go again.
Oh my god, Zorgrax roll dragon.
I literally said, I'll tell you later. But off in the distance, there are some trees that look a little bit odd for an open grassy planing field. You don't know if that's intentional or not, but just beyond those trees there seemed to be some kind of post stuck in the ground. It appears to be a sign, though you're pretty far away from it right now.
As they're walking, Zargrax kind of tilts his head. There's a sign on the other side of those trees.
Do you say
I
this
will
out
look in
loud?
the general direction and go, how the hell do you see that?
Yes, it is said out loud, like.
Alright. I will look towards said trees.
Yeah, from the immediate perception checks that you had given, none of you had even seen those trees.
Leo stops and does a double take. I'm re-rolling.
I never asked for that.
Fine, but still gonna check to see what's over there.
Can you take us over there, Zorgrax?
No, I mean, you guys can see the trees now, you just didn't see them beforehand.
And I'm guessing
I'm-
they still don't see the sign.
The sign is a little bit too far away.
I'm still gonna ask Zorkrax to lead us over.
As he does that, he turns and looks at Vana. I just have keen eyesight.
Keener than a lion?
I'm also a dragon.
Touche.
Did you
So-
say Boucher?
Touche!
Touche.
So,
Yes. Yes, lights.
are you going to be leading them over there, Zorkrax?
Yes.
Okay. As you are all walking, nothing eventful seems to be happening as you are approaching these singular two trees, separated maybe 10 feet from each other. However, Ironbark, you hear a small voice in your head, because I don't technically think you have ears. The voice asks, "Would you like some help on this journey?"
I look around to see who just said that.
Mom?
And you remember there is a green butterfly on your shoulder.
Oh, right. I look to the green butterfly on my shoulder. It would be appreciated.
The green butterfly flies off of your shoulder and transforms back into her original form, the guide, who has green hair, green eyes, eyes like an elf. The hair goes down just a bit past her mid-back, and despite these more human or normal-like features, she does have a tail like a crocodile. Just for reminding everyone.
Where's your picture?
It's at the very top of the images tab. And she pulls out her metallic, futuristic staff. I am here to assist if it is needed.
Thank you.
Appreciated.
So, continuing forward, eventually all of you reach the separated trees and the sign is in plain view for everyone. You're still a little bit too far to read it, but I assume you are not averting your course, yes?
No, we're not.
Unless something else shows up.
Right now this is the only thing of interest. So, you walk forward, and this sign does... this piece of board does indeed have writing on it that would indicate some kind of sign, but seems hastily made. As if someone literally just took a single nail and attempted to hammer in one plank of board against another plank of board with the blunt side of a sword. It's really, really, really raggedy looking. So, here's a question for my players. Do any of you, well, I know one of you speaks one of these languages. I need to know if anyone can speak Draconic, which I know one of you at least does.
I do.
Two people do, okay.
I can speak common,
I'm not
Elvish,
asking what you can all speak immediately. I'm asking for specific languages. I just simply need yes or no.
No.
Okay, so we've got Draconic, which was the first one. Elvish.
Yep.
Yup.
This one might be a little bit more complicated. Does anyone speak Goblin?
No.
No.
Okay.
Mm.
And
If we are NPCing Blaze's character for this session, we should check to see if his character does.
sure.
If we are including this.
Sure. Go ahead and check both Gerald and Alexander's sheets.
I'll check Charles if someone checks Alexander's.
I will check Alexander.
I don't think Alexander speaks any exotic languages, though. Sorry, Gerald. I don't think Gerald speaks any exotic languages.
I'll go check.
No, Alex only
Elvish and
speaks
Elvish.
Sorry?
For Gerald.
El-
is orc in common.
Okay, wonderful. So none of you speak Goblin. And the last language is actually in common, surprisingly enough.
I speak that one.
Everyone speaks Common.
Obviously.
So, for those of you that can read Draconic, it says 20 steps to north. In Elvish, it says then 3 steps west. None of you can read Goblin, unfortunately. And the last one in common reads, and there upon that hill lies a treasure most grand.
There's 2 trees next to us, correct?
Correct.
What are the trees? Are they just like generic MMO background trees, or are these specific trees?
These are not random trees. In fact, they might not even be trees.
Alright.
Looking at them, there is a more detailed structure and texture to them, almost as if they were man-made.
Can I see any trees around? Not trees, hills around me.
Roll a perception check. I know that would seem like it's obvious, but all of you didn't see the trees earlier, so what if this is also different?
19.
19? Yeah. There seems to be a hill to your northwest and to your northeast.
Okay. I'm going to.
The northwest one seems to be a little bit more on the hill. Sorry, on the path than the northeast one.
I'm going to start walking to the northeast one. Can someone come with me to this other hill?
I'll go with you.
Screw it. I need to work on avoiding my lazy cat tendencies anyway. Leo will try and follow them.
Let's be
Someone
honest,
from
Leo, you want to work off the snack.
I'm going to go to the northeast one. Vanna, go to the northwest one. There might be a treasure.
Before
I
I
am
move-
go.
oh,
You
go
know,
ahead,
you go
Mike.
ahead.
I
I
can't
am
read
going-
any of it. All I know is there's a treasure on top of a hill.
I am going to sit down in front, 6 feet back.
What?
I am sitting down in front of the sign, and I'm going to speak to the trees.
Okay. What are you going to say to the trees?
Yeet.
Come, my friends. The Ents are going to war.
Chill.
Blank's talking.
I'm going to say, who wrote these sign? Who wrote this sign?
Oh great, I'm so fucking horrible at these. It says, Adventurer of 3 saith unto thee, cut down 1 and leaveth thee.
Riddles.
That is in the direction of a compass. The one on the east said that.
Okay. And what about?
The one on the west says, my brother doth lie Only 2 seedlings abide. Adventurers of 5, heading west. That one doesn't rhyme, but that's what it says.
Is this the one guard?
No.
Because that's what I was thinking.
One of them would have to lie and one would have to tell the truth.
But we don't know which one is lying or telling the truth because it's in old-timey speak.
Yes, but also you don't get to ask them one question. You could ask them a question to see if they're lying or not, but
Echo,
try it out.
could you write out what each of those say? Because I'm having a hard time following that.
Oh god, okay.
I'm better with visual stuff.
To be fair, he did ask them a question.
Yeah, he did ask him a question. You could get an answer if you were to. But you're not forced to ask them one question, so you could just...
Oh, somebody's getting Zelda sounds.
Yeah, that's me. I forgot to mute my phone.
I need to try and work it on it. Ah.
Adventure of 3, they cut down 1 and leave a 3.
I will hydrate in a minute. Hold on.
Sounds like we need to start cutting down some adventures.
Yay, nothing like wanton murder.
We're not murder hobos.
Okay, so
We
I
don't have
actually...
a house.
I said it a little bit wrong.
Oh?
Oh, so it did rhyme.
Adventure 5 there be. Touch the forest not, and to the west they leave.
I have drank the water.
Up.
I'm not good with riddles.
How did it taste?
I'll be honest, this is probably the hardest riddle I've ever seen. And I have no fucking clue what the answer is. And Iron Park is going to continue to sit there and think on the answer to this riddle before looking over to the guide. Can you speak Goblin?
Goblin? Yes.
He points to the sign.
She
Could you
will
translate?
look to the sign and give a nod. It may take a moment. And while she's taking that moment, Zorgrax, is there anything you'd like to do as Aish, Aish and Leo have gone to the northeast, and Aish has asked Valna to go to the northwest hill?
Can
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
investigate
something.
the hill I'm on?
Okay, you gotta give the other player some time. Because I still don't know what Zorgrax is doing.
I was gonna say something before they left.
Okay.
With how hastily the sign looks like it's been put up, I don't trust that there's any treasure nearby.
Does that stop any of you?
Wait,
Nope.
can you speak up?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, what did you say? I need to go. Wait, unless I have to go fully up.
He said,
Yeah,
with how hastily the sign is put up, I don't trust that there's any treasure nearby.
Is there a
Doesn't
hill
look-
to the west?
To the northwest.
Northwest.
And there's one to the northeast.
Correct.
Alright.
It doesn't look like we're in danger.
That's how ambushes work.
I know.
Remember what happened last time I saw something that nobody else did? We got attacked by an animated suit of armor.
So what you're saying is we should stop trusting your eyesight.
What I'm saying is we need to be prepared for anything. Whether that be an ambush or with this whole PvP thing going on. Splitting the party up to go check these hills is not a good idea.
Then why don't you come with?
That's still splitting the... We're leaving the tree here.
The tree can blend in.
At that, Zorgar's will turn to look at Ironbark. You're not wrong, but still.
Ironbark seems to be in an almost a comatose state trying to think the answer to this riddle.
Okay. The guide says, standing up fully. The sign reads, first in Draconic, 30 feet north. Then in Elvish it says, 3 steps west. No, that's not right. That's hardly any movement at all. Maybe this sign is put in a different order. 30 feet north. Well, the sign reads 30 feet north, 3 steps west, and then 20 steps south, and upon that hill layeth treasure. But that's hardly any movement at all.
Wouldn't that just mean we take 3 steps west and there's treasure?
Supposedly. But I don't think that's correct.
10 feet north, 3 feet west.
Is anyone here?
What is 10 feet north and 3 feet west from where the sign is?
A road.
Alright.
Maybe there's a trap lying there.
These words seem to be hastily written.
That is exactly why I do not trust it.
Maybe they forgot to write the 0 with the 3. What is 10 feet north and 30 feet west?
It appears to be a hill. A hill.
That hill. And Ironbark stands up and walks 10 feet north and 30 feet west.
I'm going to follow.
Does the entire party follow?
Leo will try and follow, just sort of going with what the others are doing.
Begrudgingly, hands in his pockets.
Okay. And Orca is on BRB, so that's the full party. Ow.
Is this area forested save for the 2 trees?
No. It is grasslands as far as the eye can see. Forests would be on the east and west sides, specifically.
Touch
So-
the forest not, and to the west they leave.
So, standing atop this hill, there is no treasure here. There doesn't seem to be anything atop this hill. You just get a good view of the grasslands.
I'm going to take a good look at the grasslands.
Roll me perception.
I am looking far into the west,
Okay.
like
Roll-
as far as I can
Roll
see.
a
in the
perception
west.
check.
Okay. I see Fran atop her giant snake.
Should I also take a perception check?
Yes.
15.
7. that.
Ace, roll advantage. Ironbark, you see into the west that the forested area in that specific part of the west doesn't seem touched whatsoever.
8.
8. Oh,
Wow.
Lord. Okay. You see grasslands and a lot of hills.
I'm going to enjoy the sight.
Touch the forest not. To the west they leave. Do we go to the forest? But
What are you saying there?
Oh, Ironbark is just mumbling to himself.
Yeah, no. Aish is asking him what he's mumbling.
Adventure 5 there be.
Leo notices and he looks towards the big tree. I'm guessing you went all Treebeard on the local tree life and inquired about the place.
I asked who left the sign here, and they gave me a riddle instead. Adventure of 3. They cut down one, and leaveth thee. My brother doth lie. Adventure 5 there be. Touch the forest not, and to the west they leave.
Great. What? As it? Oh, great. As if we didn't have enough to worry about.
Guide,
Yes.
what is that forest? And he points toward the one that doesn't look like it's been touched.
That forest? Well, I
Yes.
can't recall it to be anything spectacular in particular.
What is it called?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there were some rumors long ago that I believe the kind of yours would call it lore. That forest was home to 3 specific adventurers that used to live in it. They weren't really woodcutters, but they did hunt.
Leo will immediately pull open his menu and check for a lore tab.
There is indeed a lore tab, and the story she has just told you has been inputted in the lore as a quote-unquote hint.
That's convenient. Leo will open the quote-unquote hint to see what to triple check what they have with the riddle
Ironbark.
Ironbark has.
So all the hint tells you is that there were once adventurers who lived inside the forest to the west, near the base of the mountains, and they weren't log cutters, they were hunters. Though there was one tree that they did cut down.
Mm.
What happened when they cut down that one tree?
I'm sorry, I can't recall that information.
Well, they left it.
That's what I'm getting from this. What I'm getting from this riddle in your little hint.
But his brother lies.
Were there 5 adventurers that went to the forest afterwards?
Not that I recall, no.
No, they did not touch the forest. And to the west they leave.
And
Yeah,
that
well,
forest is to the west.
Thinking a little bit, Leo will actually question Echo. Can the menu be separated into tabs? Like he keeps one screen open and has another open at the same time.
Yeah, sure, I don't care. Stop redeeming hydrate, I don't have much water left, and I don't want to drink fucking lukewarm tap water.
Who's doing it? It was not me who did it this time. Ah.
I regret nothing.
Oh, is there a way to
I
is
said,
there a way
I said
to
yes. I said yes on the tabs.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
Is there a way to stop certain users on Twitch from touching certain buttons? Admins?
No, I have it on like a 3-minute cooldown.
Ah, rats.
Might want to pump those numbers up.
If you keep redeeming it, I fucking will.
I only did it the one time.
I'm not talking specifically to you.
Anyway, minimizing the hint, Leo will pull up the map and look at the compass to see which directional orientation that they were
Okay, so currently you are generally right beside a road. To the west is indeed a forest. On your map, it's currently unnamed. And if you, though it's unnamed, the edge of the forest is still open and available to be seen on the map. That eventually, the forest doesn't go all the way along the mountains. It eventually does stop at some point.
Ironbark starts walking towards the forest. He is just up and walking.
Don't go alone. You listened to Zorkrax, didn't you? I start walking behind him a little bit.
We won't gain anything standing here puzzling ourselves.
We may.
Well, he's not stopping.
And just sighing a little, Leo will close his menu, all the tabs and everything, and just follow them. Oh, excuse me for trying to logic my way through this riddle.
All of your
Actually,
results-
before we do that, if we dig on top of the hill, would we have found anything?
Nah, you didn't try.
Well,
Any
before
of
we
us
leave,
do any of us have digging equipment?
I have roots. And my hands are about the size of front-end loaders, so...
Ironbark decimates a hill.
Like, I can literally just put my feet roots into the soil and just pull out clump.
Do you want to
Well,
do
we're
that?
not that far away. We can either turn back or you can ask someone else to do it.
I am going to dig on top of that hill that we were just standing on.
Okay, roll me a strength check. The rest of you,
Hello.
roll me perception, the rest of you.
Oh boy.
This is something.
22.
You're,
What do you ask me to
you're
roll?
definitely digging. You're definitely digging.
Twenty-one.
Everyone except Ironbark perception.
9!
Don't have to yell. 5.
Jesus.
It just progressively gets lower as you go down.
Jesus.
Nope.
Jesus. Okay. Okay. Ironbark, as you...
Zargrax ate his carrots.
Ironbark.
9! It's a 9!
Hey,
Yet.
DM's talking. Thank you. Ironbark, as you begin to dig, there doesn't seem to be anything that your roots are actually grasping onto besides dirt. Congratulations, you've ruined a perfectly fine hill. Zorgrax,
Well.
as Ironbark is digging, you see what appears to be a piece of paper laying on the ground at the bottom of the hill that you just so happened to step over.
Zorax is gonna go pick it up.
Having unintentionally decided to spontaneously take a cat bath, Leo will immediately spit out whatever hairball was forming on his tongue and immediately follow after him. What you find, man?
You pick up this piece of paper. Let me see. What language is that in? Do you happen to know Infernal?
Yes, actually.
Oh, nice. Nice, okay.
God.
So it is in Infernal. The writing on the piece of paper says... Now that you have found this site, leave to the west, you may not fight. Upon a hill, there is something for thee. Why the hell is this thing so vague? Okay.
I'm typing this out real quick.
That's fine. So to the west you may not fight. Atop a hill, there is something for thee. This makes no sense. Okay, I'll just do it myself. So, generally to the west, it is saying that there is something waiting for you, though it is extremely vague about what it is. However, it mentions to not enter the forest, lest you disrupt holy ground.
Leo would raise a bit of an eyebrow at the paper because he don't speak infernal. What the Leonin is that chicken scratch?
Meanwhile,
Without saying anything, Zorax walked on. Back up what remains of the hill.
No, he only took, like, the cap off of the hill.
Oh, okay. He'd walk back up the hill. Are you quite finished, Ironbark?
There's nothing here.
There actually is, just not on this hill.
So we have to go to a different castle?
Well, I was typing it out exactly how the riddle was supposed to be, but then Echo's like, I'm taking my own way into this.
like, look, if you could see the thing I'm reading, it'd be fucking hell.
Like me.
I literally just need what comes after atop a hill, there is something for thee. And then it would rhyme.
No, I can't do it anymore. No. I'm done with the rhyming bullshit.
Stop rhyming, I mean it.
Well, first Ironbark puts the soil back into the hole he had made. Alright then. Which way should we go?
Well, I found this paper at the base of the hill. We all managed to somehow step over it.
Oh, lovely.
It doesn't rhyme. Part of it does, but not all of it.
What the hell are we? The hell are we supposed to do now? Go towards that hill?
It's not a big effort. Let's get moving. I don't want to take any more time than we need to. We have places to be.
Fair point.
Maybe it would help if you allow me to actually read what is on the paper, because it is written in Infernal.
Yep. Go ahead.
Now that you have found this site, leave to the west, you may not fight. Atop a hill, there is something for thee. Enter the forest not, lest you disrupt holy ground.
Then we don't enter the forest.
Apparently there is another hill to the west outside of the forest.
Then let's get going. And Ironbark will begin to walk towards the forest, to the west.
Zorgrak's following, like, walking in step with, or trying to walk in step with Ironbark.
Yeah,
Leo,
a 4-foot gate.
Like I said, he's trying.
Leo, of course, will follow because, well, that's basically what he's got to do.
I'm gonna wait till they've all left, and then come in the rear.
Okay. So, you make your way up to the trees of the forest. Do you enter or not?
No. At least Zorgrax doesn't.
Okay.
Not seeing as Leo was just told it's holy ground, he's not going to even set a paw in there.
Okay. So, you are all now standing just outside the forest's edge. Where are you going now?
Leo is going to look for the so-called hill.
Right now, there's a lot of hills. Most of them are to the north or to the northeast.
Leo just says something in Leonin, though judging from his expression, he's rather ticked off. Zorgrax, did that paper happen to mention what kind of Leonin again? Hill that it was on? There's like 80 billion hills over here.
Using his apparently very keen eyesight, Zorgrax is going to look deeper in the forest.
Roll perception.
Damn.
Uh,
Like I said, keen eyesight, apparently.
Somebody ate their
another
carrots.
nat 20. Are you kidding
What
me?
the? What
ate
the
the good luck
hell?
I drank the good luck juice.
You have
got
the good brain juice.
Can I have some, please? My rolls have all been shit.
No.
Roll a d100, please.
Let's
What?
keep me a favor.
Plus,
Possibly, Dan.
Can you give some of that to Travis for Saturday?
Maybe.
Okay. So looking into the forest, you see what appears to be statues of maybe angels? Could be demons. and there appears to be some kind of temple there.
Zorgax is gonna once again just tilt his head as he looks in. Well, I think I found the holy ground.
Leo will look in the direction. Zorgrax already heading in there.
Zorgax has not moved.
We're also
he
not
will-
supposed to be heading into the forest.
I just wanted to make sure. Leo will look in the same direction Zorgrax is looking. What?
Perception.
Ow.
You good?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
You don't see anything in particular.
Yep, those are trees.
Leo will close his eyes, shake his head, and try again.
This is your last chance. I'm not letting you
Wow.
repeatedly roll. You still see nothing in particular sticking out.
Rumbling lion noises.
How,
Angry.
how old do the trees on the peripheral of the forest seem?
They seem extremely mature.
Alright.
Almost as if the forests on the outer edge have not been touched in maybe 30 or so years.
And how long ago did the guide say that the adventurers lived here?
She did not state its exact time frame.
Alright. Then I will make like the Lorax and speak to the trees.
Well, we go ask the several trees in the area.
Well, first I'm going to try and locate what looks to be the oldest tree in the immediate area, that without entering the forest, and ask who lived here.
The tree does indeed respond to you. Many, many years ago, 3 adventurers lay in wait for prey, bird, and beast.
Was that it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Why is this forest considered a holy site?
Inside a temple layeth. Several come to worship a god, but never have seen with their own eyes. Many have come and gone, though none in particular have stuck out like sore thumbs.
And who is this god?
The tree does not respond, for it has no knowledge of that.
Mose. Not Mose, it's Iris. Could be Mose.
The trees on the edge of the forest are too young to remember most details. They're only reaffirming what we knew that the guide told us.
The guide kind of steps forward. What did you ask them?
Who used to live here, and what god is located here?
Oh, well, that knowledge is good and all for lore purposes, but was our objective not related to the hastily made sign?
Yes, it is. But it led us to the paper, and the paper said that treasure lay atop another hill.
And unfortunately, there's a metric shit ton of them around here.
Could you
None of them look very distinct.
Could you reread the paper again?
Leo will pull up his notes as well, just in case as well.
Now that you have found the site, Leave to the west, you may not fight. Atop a hill there is something for thee. Enter the forest not, lest you disrupt holy ground.
What is the nearest hill?
The nearest hero is the one you came from. But
Okay.
I can tell you, now that you have reread this, the forest does continue, though the edge does not always reach forever across the west. The DM is telling you that you can continue to move quote-unquote west by moving northwest along the forest edge if you would like to.
Alright.
We move along the edge of the forest, but do not enter.
I would rather not face whatever.
Is the way shut?
You want to try that again, Lights?
Before I die,
K-Man?
yes.
Do you call him a Cayman?
I did not hear what Lights said because you interrupted him.
Sorry.
It wasn't you.
I couldn't hear him at all.
I fucking lost what I was gonna say.
You were saying something about not wanting to face a wrath.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, I wish not to face the wrath of whatever deity lives in this forest. Their temple seems to be surrounded by statues of angels or possibly demons. Hard to tell at this distance.
And the trees are too young to tell me what we need to know. So we move along the northwest edge of the forest, but do not enter.
Ironbark stands up and begins to move along the northwest edge of the forest.
Awkwardly, Leo will follow.
Okay, so everyone is heading northwest along the forest edge, correct?
Yeesh.
Yes.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. It takes maybe 5-10 minutes before coming around the forest edge. You start to see the mountains peek over the somewhat shorter trees. It seems the ones around this edge are not all fully grown and are still growing. But beyond that, there appears to be a place that the trees actually go around, and in that small little opening is a hill.
That would be our hill.
Leo will head over immediately, very annoyed with this whole riddle thing.
Are you sprinting?
For the sake of Leo's aggravation, yes.
I am walking at a normal pace for my
And
size.
I will say 2 digital currency. Leo steps into a trap.
Like
The
that.
Zork. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
I was just saying to Vana that I'll take that bet.
Zorgax would look up to Ironbark as they're walking. This looks like the perfect place for an ambush.
The forest is young here. It hasn't gotten a chance to grow this far.
Just because the forest doesn't set a trap doesn't mean there's not other people waiting.
This would seem too elaborate of a trap for somebody not of our intelligence to follow.
Please, Zorkrax, keep an eye on the Leonin.
Does there look to be any structures on top of the hill?
No.
It's just a bluff?
It is a hill, as far as you can see.
Alright.
Zorgax will just turn to look at Aish. Why does that fall to me?
Because it seems that your eyes do not fail us.
What do your elf eyes see?
Dear dragon, I see.
I was waiting for that. Thank you, Blank.
I already...
Okay. So, Ryan, roll me a d100, please.
He steps on a chaos bead.
Gods.
Wrong channel.
Butter.
Pitfall trap.
Oh my fucking god.
What the hell?
97. What does that do?
That's either extremely lucky or extremely unlucky.
I didn't want to do this. Okay. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
So,
Is this another treasure trove?
you walk up to this hill, and atop this hill there is a plant. A singular plant.
Leo will stop and just raise an eyebrow. A plant?
Would we be getting there? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you all will be cutting there shortly after Leo arrives. But atop this hill is a plant. It appears to be bearing not a flower, but some kind of fruit.
Kind of like Canis root?
Maybe.
I'm going to lean down over the plant and ask, what are you?
The plant does not respond.
Not very talkative, that's what you are.
The heck?
Or you can speak to the plant.
I can
All
speak
this-
to the plant, but it's up to them if they want to respond.
Root. What even is this thing?
Touch it, Leo.
That I don't know.
I look to the guide.
Does this look familiar to you?
She shakes her head no.
I'm going to check something.
Come on, Leo. I know you want to touch it.
Oh fuck! The one time I forget to grab identify. Damn it. Leo just sighs and kneels down. I'm probably going to regret this. And gingerly, he is probably going to regret this, but he's reaching out to lightly touch the plant to see what happens.
And if anyone's paying attention, you'll see Bono look excited behind him.
You touch the plant, and nothing happens.
I'm going to look around for another one of those pieces of paper or a sign or anything that identifies this plant. Or
There
maybe at the
is
paper
nothing.
trail.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
And this is the one you are least excited for. Huh.
I roll a nature check on the plant.
Sure.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Hey, you're calling us the D&D.
12. Something about this plant doesn't seem natural.
Wonder you call us the D&D disasters.
That is completely unrelated to the current terms of events.
What do you make of the plant?
Spock,
Oh, sorry, I was zoning out.
did you hear what
What?
what the results of your roll were?
No, I did not. Sorry.
The results of your roll, it definitely doesn't seem natural.
I don't think this plant is supposed to be here.
So what do you want? So what do you want me to do? Cut it out?
A reminder that this plant is bearing a single piece of fruit.
Oh, fruit! I thought you said root.
No,
What does this fruit... Sorry, what does this fruit look like?
It looks like a giant shining berry.
What is the color?
It is blue.
Alright, so it's not some kind of mutant doll's eye.
Oh, looks to the fruit, not the root. A little confused. So we've got a giant shining blueberry. What? What do we?
For clarification, it is not a blueberry. It is a blue, comma, berry.
It would be blue space berry.
Yes.
Does it look like anything that would relate to real life, or does this look like a Pokemon Oran berry?
No. This looks nothing like anything that would exist in real life.
So it's just circular, or what's the shape of it?
It's a
Uh,
beautiful fruit.
it's kind of like an acorn kind of shape, but without the top on it.
Alright. So pointed towards the bottom.
Does it happen to have like weird swirls or texture shape to it, or is it like smooth?
It's smooth.
No, it's not a devil fruit. I know exactly what you were thinking.
So, in Ironbark's head, he will hear, if anybody is going to take it, given it could possibly be deadly, I think it should be me.
Leo wisely will back off, though he does offer Zorgrax
That
the
was
It was
that
telepathic.
was in. It was telepathic.
Oops. Leo is just standing there at this point and trying to figure out what to do with this berry.
I'm going to reach out and pick the berry. Very gently as to not damage the plant.
Roll me a strength check.
Okay. Dirty 20.
You successfully pick the berry. Everyone within 20 feet of the plant needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, fuck! That's all of us!
Yep.
Including me since I picked the berry?
Unfortunately.
Can
My
I get
save...
disadvantage?
Why is that?
I don't know.
No.
I'm not dodging this one considering I'm holding the fucking thing.
12!
You still
Maybe.
roll.
We've got a dice duel on our hands, Bach.
It doesn't matter.
Orga.
It doesn't matter. It's a dex save.
Not an initiative.
Well, I think our end goal was somebody going to be eating this berry, so this was going to happen eventually.
Did Zorgax roll a dex save?
Yes, I got the 16.
Okay. Just making sure. Any run that rolled less than 11, unfortunately, takes the brunt of this damage. The rest of you take half. I forget. Ironbark, do you have any immunities or resistances?
The only defense modifier I have is vulnerability to fire. I have advantage on Dex against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Make an advantage check. Make an advantage check.
Oh yes, danger sense.
21.
Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. Ironbark, you are supposed to be taking half, but you're going to be taking full.
Because you are holding the berry.
No,
Okay.
because it's fire damage.
Oh, good. The berry lights everything on fire. Ow.
Those of you that passed, which should be everyone, take half.
I am bloodied.
Except Ironbark, who takes full. As you pick this plant, a contingency spell goes off on a level 3 fireball.
I just want to say thank God I passed, because that would have put me at 0.
Well, I'm bloodied.
Do you round damage up or down?
For players, it's down.
So what would that be?
10.
10, thank you. Leo is looking severely burned again. Ow, fuck! Ow, ow, ow!
Little too loud. Just a tad.
Is the berry destroyed?
No. Berry is fine.
Okay.
That wasn't ideal. What did I tell you, though? As Zorgrax is looking at Ironbark.
Well, currently Ironbark is patting the fire off of his body because he's made of wood.
Let me check for if I have any, wasting a spell No, that would just damage you even further.
So, I asked Ryan to roll me a d100, and I said to myself, between 90 and 100, it's either a... If it was 90 to 90... What did you roll again? Hold on.
7.
97?
7.
Okay. I said if it was 90 to 95, it was a bandit trap. 96 or higher, it was simply trapped. So, the actual plant is completely destroyed, so this is the only one that was able to be harvested from it. But you did get a very special fruit.
Hey.
That's probably why it didn't talk.
Leo Sorry. Leo will just pat himself down, growling. Can we go one fucking day without being caught on fire?
We should get moving to the capital.
Judging from our past experience, no.
Well, after I pat the fire off of my wooden body, I'm looking half burnt.
I'm going to try to help Ironbark back to standing.
I'm already standing.
Oh, I thought you had to like kneel down to pick the fruit.
Oh, I did, but once the fireball went off, I was immediately back to full standing.
Oh, okay.
I am casting Prayer of Healing. That was a lot.
Thank
If
you.
that's- Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm just gonna say everyone's restored back to full HP. So don't worry about actually doing anything. Just use one spell slot.
okay. Yep, I'll mark that off.
Is everybody all right?
Aside from minor burn damage.
An interesting plant, though.
We might as well save that, though. Just... Ow.
Now that I've picked it off of the plant, can I get a better look at this berry?
Now that you're holding it, nothing looks very different.
What does it smell like?
Are you able to sell?
I mean, yeah, just because I'm a tree, doesn't mean I can't smell.
I wasn't aware that trees had nostrils.
Have you seen the end set of Lord of the Rings?
No.
They have noses.
And
have-
beards.
Yeah, they have straight up faces.
Roll me a nature check.
All right. Yeah, I guess my nose is burnt or something.
Smells like a pretty sweet fruit.
It smells sweet, whatever it is.
Is it firm or soft berry?
It is pretty firm. Still somewhat squishy, especially to one with your strength.
I'm not going to squish it. That's for sure. I'm just testing it. Just like you would do with a fruit at the supermarket.
Whatever it was really connected to that plant. And quite obviously trapped. So it's definitely special.
We should keep the plant safe at least until we can plant its seeds.
The plant was burnt to a crisp.
I mean the
The-
fruit. I meant the fruit.
Yeah.
We should keep the fruit safe at least until we can plant its seeds.
And perhaps identify it.
Here, I can put in my bag. Until we can take it to...
Did you get a bag of holding?
I do.
Okay. I will put it in the bag of holding then.
What should I call it? Blueberry?
No. Right now, I guess label it crystal fruit.
Okay.
Alright, and with that, the contingent, the distraction has been complete. Are you guys gonna continue moving towards the capital?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that took a bit longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Blame me with my good perception rolls.
Oh, we do.
Good.
Okay.
I'm sure Echo was annoyed at that.
So, moving back onto the road.
I'm not annoyed, I just didn't have this shit planned.
Don't ask me to roll perception then. At least with Zorgrax.
Dorgrax, can you roll perception again?
Stop. Stop.
No!
No more contingencies. You're heading towards the capital. It's gonna take still a while to get there, even with the amount of time you've walked on this distraction. So, if there's any conversation to be had between the party, please do so.
Did the guide turn back into a butterfly, or is she still walking
Nope, she
alongside of
is
us?
walking alongside you guys.
Well, one thing's for sure. Leo will be writing in his online in-game journal about the whole fruit thing and speculating on what it does. Well, burn a nation aside, that was certainly an interesting distraction. Wonder what that fruit's all about.
I'm going to pat Vana on the shoulder if Orca's there. I can wait till Orca gets back.
I'm going to speak to the guide, actually.
Okay.
Guide,
Yes.
would you like a proper name?
A proper name.
One besides your title.
Is guide not suitable enough?
It is, but I would imagine that calling somebody by their job description would get rather tiring, would it not?
I suppose that is fair.
What would you like to be called?
Squishy.
I'm not quite sure.
Hmm. Well, to that, what would you call, aside from being, well, a guide and all that in this world, what would you consider your job to be? An oracle? A leader? I don't know.
I am a guide. I am simply here to help when it's needed.
Just trying to, just trying to help the others out. Believe me, I'm a lot more social than I've been acting lately. I blame the lion instincts.
I'm just happy it's not mating season.
I'm gonna pat
Oh.
Vanna on the shoulder,
Yeah.
and I'm going to flick over 2 gold.
Haha. Payment.
Oh,
And then I'll look over at Leo. Thank you.
For what?
I lost the bet.
What bet?
We do digital currency that you fall into a trap.
Yeah, Vanna was right.
And cue Leo growling and Leonin under his breath.
You know I can speak Leonin, right?
Can he?
Yes, I can.
She.
Dare not say the profanity on stream because it might get echo cancelled.
Understandable.
Just know that Leo is Just know that Leo is grumbling and swearing like a sailor under his breath.
So anyways, back on to the other conversation that was at hand.
Anyway. Hmm. Well, first name that comes to mind for me is Persephone. It's the name of a great oracle, I guess you could call them, from where we come from. Well, in myth, anyway.
I still think we should quote Dory and call her Squishy. And she shall be our Squishy.
Don't remind me of the jellyfish forest.
Question, Echo.
Yes.
What kind of butterfly is the guide while she's in her little butterfly form?
You're not really able to tell when she's in the butterfly form. Her entire body in that form is glowing, almost like a crystal.
Hmm.
What color is she glowing?
Green.
Green.
Emerald green, if I had to guess.
As per, at the start of the game, there was the little lights around you guys trying to discuss who would be your guide, if you recall that. They
Yes.
said that it was Green's turn. Her primary
You can
color,
always call
her primary color is green.
What do you guys think of the name Esmeralda? Or Emerald?
I think it's clever.
Juniper.
Sorry you had to hear that, guys.
I think the idea of Esmeralda is pretty clever.
Juniper.
Juniper's not bad.
Yeah,
What?
Juniper has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, but juniper is more of a tree than a color when she's a butterfly.
Juniper is also a kind of butterfly.
Berry. Fit, which honestly I think is fitting, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't your current class Druid?
That is correct.
He's as... Okay. Thank you.
Yes, there's a green butterfly held in Juniper streak. So, Juniper.
Fits.
It does.
If that is what
Maybe
you
I
wish.
should ask you if we have any questions about botany. Or, sorry, etymology.
If that is what you wish to call me, then go right ahead.
Do you like this name?
I do not mind.
Don't worry, Juniper. Whatever is gonna happen, well, hopefully we'll have you to help us out.
That is what I'm here for. Alright. If there is no other character interaction... Okay then. Continuing along your path, after all of your discussions have passed and Vana has collected her gold winnings from the bets, all of you begin to approach some walls that were, at first, when you started talking, not very much in view. But you know what they say, when you're having fun, time flies. And you recognize these walls as the walls that surround the capital. Though, as you approach these gates, the gates are actually leading from the east side, the actual city in the west. And to the north of this capital seems to be a bit of grasslands until it turns into desert. Approaching...
Interesting.
Sorry?
Nothing.
But approaching these gates, you immediately see that there are some guard NPCs on board. They, of course, do not stop you since you are players in the game and you are free to come and go as you please. For, you know, story purposes.
Yeah.
So it is your choice to interact with the guards if you'd like to. But if not, you'll be heading
They
past
probably
the
have
gates.
all of 3 voice lines.
Welcome to Corneria.
So, if there is no conversation to be had with the guards,
Not a thing.
Nope.
alright.
I'd rather not
Not a-
interact and get in trouble for something that we may or may not have done or known.
You have
Wait,
committed
I know
crimes
you.
against... You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
Do you say that in character?
Ah! No!
Then I ask you stop interrupting session with it. So, I don't mind your references, but if you get too far out of hand, I have to rein you guys in somehow. So, heading into the castle, the walled area, the gates open as all of you approach, and where it was once silent outside the gates, your ears are immediately filled with the hustle and bustle of an actually active capital city. There are a lot of people speaking all at one time. Though it's not deafening, there's also the sounds of carts rolling around. All different kinds of people here. Elves, Leonin, normal humans, draconic, all kinds of people, all of them. There are even, like, unnatural
trees.
ones like goblins. There is maybe one or two ends. One or two.
Yay, I'm not alone.
Ow. Talk about a real mecca. This place is kind of packed.
As you come through the gates and they are closed behind you, the sound doesn't really get any louder. It seems to have reached a peak in a certain area. The devs don't want people to actually go deaf when they enter this actual city. But there are several shops and stalls lighting the first street that you come in contact with. Most of the stalls seem to be some kinds of food. There seems to be a weapon shop, there's a weapon shop and there's a smithery. Two different completely things. Then there's the armorer, then there's the armor shop. And there are what appears to be 12 different general stores that don't really particularly have any
Damn.
signs that identify them. And if everyone could make perception checks for me, please.
Rex, what do
Alright.
your dragon eyes see?
Hopefully nothing too out of the ordinary this time.
You see the fabric of the universe.
Oh, thank God.
For once, it's not
I-
Alright. That
once
is...
it's actually normal. Avery must be done handing out crits like a candy.
Okay. So that is... Aish, Ironbark, and Leo who catch this. While there are several people hustling and bustling around the streets, you can obviously see that everyone can obviously see that they're mostly NPCs and there are only a few players here and there. The actual population of the city from NPC to player density is probably, if players were the above and NPCs were below, maybe 1 in 100. But that's just a glance of the first street, where, of course, like weapon and armor shopping is probably the most prevalent. However, Aish, Leo, and Ironbark, all of you notice that there are some very particular people here. In fact, you see a white-haired man who has generally a white overcoat over most of his body, a large shield on his back, and a mostly V-shaped shield, and a spear also attached to a small holster on his back that seems mostly mechanical.
Ah, do I recognize this person?
All of you, besides the one, of course, that don't notice him, which is Fauna and Zorgrax, know that you have seen a picture of this person before. It is Kurt, the alpha tester.
Which alpha tester was he prevalent for?
He's white.
One with the shield and the look.
His primary
Yeah.
color is white.
And he has a big ass shield.
Yes. However, there are some other players here. Let's see if I have any pictures for them. Because we have a Discord server, my players get to see the pictures firsthand, and I am describing them off to everyone who is in chat.
Hi down there, Mom. Playing D&D.
If you are talking to other players, please remember to mute yourself.
Just talking to his mother.
I'm aware.
You said players.
I said people. If I did not say people, I meant to say people.
I knew what you meant.
So, beyond that, there is a woman who seems to be holding a blue spear at her side. though a lot is actually seemingly about her, the most prevalent thing seems that she has a white drake over her shoulders. It's a very small type of dragon. Her hair is in one ponytail that goes down to about her knees length. She apparently has these small wings, though easily seen they are simply decorations in her hair. The dress she has on unfurls in the front, showing the black shorts she wears with black stockings that have lines and crystals on them. The dress turning into a bit of a cape from the back has what appears to be constellations on it. If you are typing inside of my images chat, do not.
I know who that is!
And there is one other person. Do I have a picture for him?
Oh, Echo, do these girls' eyes look to be slightly cloudy?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I do not have a picture for this man. Let me check if I have tokens.
I think I almost know. I think I know who that is. Maybe.
Sure.
Probably, unless
go with
Echo's
this one.
going to pull the carpet out from under.
There is a man with black hair, a fur coat. Generally, his image appears to be black clothing, with the black cloak the back cloak coat. Come on, Echo. His black coat running down to about knee length. His sleeves are black as well, black bandages wrapped around his wrists, as well as black gloves. Whoever this player is, they have done some very odd customization with their character. And that's about all that stuck out at the moment.
Well, seeing one of the alpha testers, Ironbark is going to immediately walk his way over there, since we were told by the dev to... I just saw his name. Nico, to check on the alpha testers.
Alright. You, specifically Ironbark, unless anyone else is following.
Zorgrax would be.
Yeah, I will follow.
Screw it. I'll have Leo follow as well.
And Spock is suffering from stomach pains right now, so he may take a
I'm
while to
aware.
respond.
So, the party walks up to this man. As you approach, he seemingly stops what he is doing, which was conversing with a NPC salesman, and turns to you all. Well, hello there. How can I help you?
We were asked by Nico to check up on the other alpha testers.
And Nico would be...
One of the head developers.
Ah, I see. One of the admins contacted you. I suppose that's
Yes.
fair. Well, let's, as you can see, I am within the walls of the capital. I am utterly and completely safe at the moment. This is a no-combat zone. Even if you wanted,
with the PV.
even if you wanted to, you could not draw your weapons here.
Curious, Leo will reach back around his back and curiously tug on his bow to see if he can draw it.
Your bow refuses to come to your hand.
Wow, you aren't kidding. And I was just doing that out of curiosity. Wasn't actually going to draw it.
To test something, Zorgrax will lift his hands since they're like his primary weapon.
Your hands function and work as hands, but for some reason you feel like if you punch something, it would do nothing.
Oh yeah, Aish brings up a good point. You
The chat cannot see Aish's comment. Someone has to read it.
I worry that that whatever is causing the glitch may change that at some point. Quoting Spock in the Discord main chat, character chat.
It is a possibility that that may change, yes, but for the moment, everything is at peace. And there are at least 2 other alpha testers in this area, so if things do break out, I assume we can handle it.
May I inquire as to which ones are here?
Oh, it is I. And in case you do not know of me, my name is Kurt. I will not be telling you my actual username at the moment, for right now that is very valuable information. Riker is also within the city. And Saf is, I believe, on an expedition into the back alleys at the moment.
I see.
And where would Atina be?
Athena is not within the capital.
Why is that valuable info? Turning over to Aish, Leo would look rather bluntly to his companion, because whoever's hacking this game would have something to use against us and go after our families, not just us. We're in this game. We're in this game for keeps now. We gotta keep our private information, well, private.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But more importantly, if you know someone's username, you are able to locate them rather easily.
Right, the friends list.
And right now, locating people is a very primary concern. I can see that Athena is still currently moving, as I know her username and I can see her on my map.
Luckily for us, we were able to find 2 PvPers and managed to get them quarantined back in. Well, I have it called. I call it that first town after a certain Nintendo game that I like. But other than that, well, let's just say that things are a lot worse than we thought.
According to what Nico told us, one of the head developers and coders, a hacker had somehow messed with their behavior, which I don't know how somebody could readjust a player's behavior, but they were much more violent and not at all reasonable.
Doubtful with what they would have been able to do. Finding that information would be rather easy, Jaden. And right before Aish can even finish saying Leo's real name, Leo immediately and very quickly puts a hand over Aish's mouth to shut him up. Quiet! I just said that might be a bad idea.
Alright.
That's a very bad idea.
Unfortunately, it was Mr. Zorgrak's lights has got to go because they got some stuff to do tomorrow. Rest easy, mate.
I'm gonna try. My back also hurts, so maybe laying down will help.
I hope so.
Fair enough.
I hope so too. I'll be free sometime in the afternoon tomorrow when I get home.
Sounds good.
So I'll talk to you guys later.
See you later.
Ugh, rolling his eyes at me. Leo just sighs. Look, I'm just trying to be safe. It's nothing against you, Aish, but I'd rather not give these hackers ammunition to use against us.
Okay, with that said, we'll be taking a small break because I need to go get a snack.
Fair enough. I'm gonna get myself
I have to go
water.
to the bathroom. I'll be back.
I have returned. Which sticks?
So, what you snacking on?
I had some stuff left over from dinner that I'm gonna munch on.
Uh,
Nothing too big, unfortunately.
I hope for those in the chat that I haven't been making things too weird for the game because I have to read Spock's posts and all that.
You didn't have to read them. Anyone could have read them.
including Spock, which would have been ironic.
I am back.
Shout out to Travis. I don't think you got a.
Yes.
I don't think you got a Twitch channel, do you?
Just the channel I watch Twitch on, but other than that, no.
Well,
Why?
cause Spock has redeemed a shout out, so shout out to good buddy Travis over here. Always showing up, always being supportive. I very much appreciate you in my life.
I'm pretty sure the shout out for me is you deserve a snack.
I mean,
I
honestly,
think
shout out.
That blank did not steam hydrate after I did that.
No, I redeemed a shout out, and I told him to give you the shout out.
Yeah, I know, but I'm surprised that blank didn't redeem hydrate when I redeemed snack.
Because
to
I
the
wasn't
bathroom.
looking, and I was looking at my character sheet at the time.
Also, I think Shadow wants a snack.
Shadow is currently asleep on my bed.
And I
Actually,
still think Shadow wants a snack.
well, I'm not going to wake up my two pussies on my bed to give them a snack.
Shadow is definitely dreaming about snacks.
Well, lately I'm pretty sure Shadow's dreaming about a baby-free environment.
I can't imagine why.
Blank has redeemed that I say Baba Booey.
Oh,
That's a
Baba
reference.
damn it, blank.
Not done. Are you guys back?
I am, yes.
Wonderful.
Physically, yes. Mentally, that's still up for debate.
Where were we?
I was just about to ask where specifically Atina was.
Okay, well, I can.
Where specifically is Atina?
Atena is, well, she's to the south. I haven't explored that area myself, so unfortunately I don't know that terrain. But she is definitely... Oh, no, wait, sorry. The orientation of my map was wrong. She is very far east.
Well, Nico told us to check up on all of the alpha testers.
Well,
But that seems a bit out of the way.
I'm afraid if you go up to check on her, you'll find yourself in the midst of an enemy territory. That's normally the kind of quest she takes on, after all.
Enemy territory?
Ask that.
If you haven't read up on your lore just yet, or you're new players with the most recent release, which is probably the most likely case, this capital here is at war with another capital to the far, far east. They have some camps about midway. Of course, both sides are NPCs, and our side is with the West Territory. The East Territory is a more chaotic type. so she's been dealing with some of the higher ranked quests that have been recently released.
Curiously, Leo will flip open the lore tab to try and find what it is that Kurt is talking about.
So, upon hearing this information, you know that you are in the West Capital, and the East Capital has been known to recently act chaotically and start attacking on the Western territories. But you haven't seen it for yourself. The banners that they wield are red with dragon heads on them. And there is records of an quote-unquote ancient war that happened about the midpoint of the two areas, where it was once a lush forest is now a desolate wasteland filled with ash and bone. Hello?
I'm here.
I didn't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, same here.
Okay then.
I don't know if
Leo-
we should go after her. I
I
don't
don't
think we're prepared for that yet. Wait, question. Is that the same direction as the dungeon?
No,
Or is that the opposite?
that is the opposite direction.
Okay.
Kurt speaks up once more. If all of you are to check up on everyone, take my word for it. Atena will be perfectly fine.
Sounds like it. I don't think PvP is what she has to worry about.
If it's anyone trying to PvP, I don't think it would be her, considering no one could stand up to her, since she is currently the only level 19 on the server.
Speaking of, there's one thing that I'm kind of concerned about thanks to this hack attack. I don't know how the heck we're gonna level up. We can mess with our guide apparently, but something's changed within the level up system.
I think it's unimportant right now. Staying safe and just waiting until things and just taking care of ourselves and doing what we need to do until this hack is over should be our main focus rather than think about game progression.
And if something
Yeah.
comes towards us and we're underleveled for it.
Well, then we'll have to think. If we can't level up, it's not something we should worry about right now.
I don't know about you, but that sounds extremely boring.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't adventure, but if we can't level up, we'll have to think of other ways around problems if it requires being a higher level.
Right, then. I'm not completely sure what's going on with your sides, but my level ups are completely fine. Is there anything else I can help you with?
If that's the case, we should be fine then.
Ellie says hello.
Oh, you ran into Ellie, did you?
Yes, she was in the starter town with us
Yeah.
when the hack happened.
Yeah, that sounds about like her. Going to welcome the newcomers to the game. She was always the more interactive and outgoing type character to me.
Anything we should know about the other two alpha testers? There any quirks about them or something we should avoid with them?
Riker likes to take on the personality of a mad scientist. If you come into contact with him, Don't expect to come out without at least one brain cell missing.
Sounds like a
Here-
normal day's work.
Yeah, pretty much.
As for Saf, as I said, she's in the back streets right now. It's a dungeon within the city where actual fighting is permitted. I wouldn't recommend going in there, though.
Why?
Why not?
Too high level?
It's recommended level 6.
And we're still level 3. We would get this. We would get destroyed just going through there, or just entering there.
We have not leveled up yet.
That's
Speak-
odd, because the grasslands leading up to here are recommended level 4.
That's why I brought up the whole. I'm worried about the level up system. Leo will immediately open up his menu and check to see how the group can level up, not just their guide.
Well, we did not encounter any monsters on the way here. It was just an empty road.
And a trap.
Yes, and one trap.
Well, that's because most of the monsters on the main road only come out at night. Once you get off the beaten path, though, monsters are more likely to spawn.
Ah, so that would make sense. We mostly stuck to the beaten path. Still though, Leo is going to open his menu and check to see how they're going to level up.
There is no mention about how you all level up, just how the level up system works in general. You know, collect EXP and level up, but you guys can't collect any more than 10 experience points at a time.
Confused, Leo will check the hacker's dream to see if there's a
Hacker's Delight.
Hacker's Delight, thank you. To see if there's a section for them.
Nope, that section is all about the guide.
Okay, that's kind of creepy. I think the hacker completely changed how we level up now. I don't see anything about EXP or no, I don't see any form of EXP aside from the 10 experience points cap that we're allowed to use for our guide.
Unless they removed the ability to level up.
That
What-
should,
What
that's
do you know
counter.
about this?
That would be counterintuitive. A game like this, if to me that would be counterintuitive. I
No, but-
specifically remembered that there being a message in that thing, to give you all a fighting chance. Why would they do that?
I think that wasn't that the message from Iris, not the hacker?
Echo?
No, that was the message from the hacker, not Iris.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Look, I'm just guessing here, okay? I'm sorry if I'm going off on a tangent, but it's just something that's bothering me at this point.
All of you roll me a d100.
Alright. I was about to ask Kurt another thing, but alright.
Sorry.
Me too, but... That's a D200.
Let's just say he got a. You know what? I'm
How
just
about
gonna
you
read.
roll?
I almost rolled another 200. That's better. 36.
Alright, give me just a few seconds.
Vana, you gonna roll?
What am I rolling? My internet
100.
cut out for a second.
Just a D.
One D.
Oh, okay.
Just a D100.
We don't know why yet.
We're all stepping on wild magic beads, I guess.
Oh, that is just enough. Okay. Wonderful. So I said an average that you guys needed to roll a 50 for this to happen. You guys in an average rolled 52.
Alright, what happens?
So a message appears in front of all of the party's eyes, and it reads, "So you want to level up, do you? Then perhaps you should find a dungeon." And then the message disappears.
Well, we were going to go there after anyway.
Well,
Kurt,
looks like I got my question answered directly from the source.
What is it?
do you happen to know about a dungeon to the direction, which I'm forgetting? I think it's west.
To the west, yes.
To the west of the base of the mountains.
You got louder for some reason.
Because I held the microphone up to my face.
Well, please don't do that. It messes with stream audio.
Sorry. I just thought that I was being too quiet sometimes, and when I have to speak with Ironbark because I have to make my voice lower, I want to move my face closer to the microphone.
You sound great, Blank.
Well, I mean, just
and-
don't talk at full volume with it right in your face.
Anyway, sighing, Leo will look bluntly to Kirk. We just got a message directly from the hacker. It said, quote, "So you want to level up? I recommend finding a dungeon." Is that...
I can certainly say I didn't get any kind of message like that, but to answer your question, sir,
Who is he referring to?
he's looking at Aish.
I go by Aish.
Well, to answer your question, Aish, there is a dungeon to the west, though you've missed it quite a while if you came here.
No, I'm just wondering if you know about it.
Yes, I know about the dungeon. Is there something wrong with it?
We had a mission to go check out the dungeon. I was wondering if you think that would be appropriate for a level 3 group.
The dungeon west of the starting town?
Yes.
That should be around a recommended level of 2 or 3, so you should be a perfect fit.
Thank you.
We'll definitely have to head there after we get acclimated to the place. Leo will check. Just in case, Leo will check to see if fast travel is enabled yet.
Everyone, roll me another D100.
Alright.
Sounds like this is our next best possible option to go there.
We're rolling low.
Let's hope the cap hasn't been raised.
Is Orca still present?
Yes, I am.
D100, please.
Oh, from all of us?
Yeah, from everyone.
Yes. He said everybody roll a D100.
Oh, I didn't hear everyone. I heard you. These are lower.
Yeah, that is way off the mark. So, fast travel is not open just yet.
Woohoo! Walking!
No, Leonin word for damn it. It looks like fast travel's still disabled, so no getting back to that first town the easy way and heading back there.
It's an average 36.2.
Do you have something against walking?
No,
cardio.
it's just that in most of the games I've played, I'm used to fast traveling to somewhere once I'm used to using fast travel, but um get to familiar places.
I don't think we can expect this to be like any normal game.
Given all the crap what we've had to deal with so far, agreed.
Now, after going on that massive tangent, is there anything that we should be aware of with Saf?
Be aware of with Saf. No, she's generally a nice person. She may be a bit forgetful at some times, but beyond that, there's nothing extraordinary about her. She's around level 10.
And with Atina, by what we've read about her, I can safely assume that she is short-fused.
I suppose that's one way you could put it.
Well, I think if we ever come across her, she will find us rather than the other way around.
That is a probability, yes. She has a knack for finding people.
I just remembered. The girl with the tiny dragon and the black cloaked man, are they nearby?
Yeah, they're still in the alleyway.
Okay. I thought they were talking to Kurt.
No,
What does
Kurt,
the dragon look like?
it is a very small white dragon.
Think
Does
like
it-
a wormling.
Does it have blue eyes?
There is a picture in the images tab.
I believe those eyes are blue? Maybe yellow? Yellow-blue? I don't know.
No, it is
Wait, that'd
not.
be green.
It is not the blue eyes white dragon.
Oh,
But think a white dragon wormling. With blue horns.
Oh, that I didn't see it behind him. I thought that was part of his outfit. Oh, cool.
So, yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to ask, Kurt?
Nothing off the top of my head.
Can we vote for Riker's dragon becoming Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Rex
No.
does not have a dragon.
Where is Riker currently in the city?
Riker.
Wait, did you already told me that?
No, he did not tell you
Okay.
where he was.
Alright, continue.
Riker is within the city. He is probably more towards the higher districts, though.
Would he be frequenting any shops, dives, maybe a restaurant or two?
Anything that can supply him with mechanical parts is usually what he would go to first.
Any drives, dive-ins. What's the phrase?
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
Who knows? He might be Guy Fieri.
I don't
I
think Shadow
just hear a
agrees.
cat.
Shadow does not agree.
Well, if that's all I can do for you, you've successfully checked in with me, I will be on my way.
Thank you.
Alright,
Mark nuts.
good meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. And Kurt walks away, without asking the rest of you your names.
Doesn't matter.
So what now?
Ironbark doesn't matter anyway.
I think we should try and find Riker first, and then see if we can't encounter Saf towards the back alleys, but not go directly in there.
I think. I don't think it'd be a safe place for us to go yet. Be my guest if you wish to go there, though. If
I
PvP
do not intend
isn't,
walking in there.
if PvP is not enabled in this city, we'd cover ground quicker if we split up.
Fair. Let's just try and avoid the back streets, wherever that is.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to run into the boys in the back streets.
So, the party is splitting up.
Yes.
I guess.
You know what they say? Always split the party.
It's never split the party.
Well, I am first going to be approaching the two that Echo has put pictures up on and approaching them to ask directions.
Okay, that's what you're doing. What are the rest of you? Wandering aimlessly, or...
Screw it. Leo will be looking for any magic shops.
Which was which was the one that he said I'm yeah.
Hmm?
You said Riker was around here, right?
Riker is probably in the high-end districts.
Okay, I'm going to head to the high end. I'm going to try to look for the high end.
Okay, you will need to roll perception then. Ironbark, you said you were approaching one of the two? Because they are not together.
Yes. Yes, I am approaching the girl.
Alright.
14.
So, stompy over to her.
Aisha will get back to you in a moment. So, Ironbark, you
I'm
walk... Go ahead.
looking for women.
You're going to the woman too?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ironbark and Vana, you both approach the... is she white-haired woman? Yes.
Yes.
And as she hears the thumping, she starts to freak out a little bit until she spots the giant tree. And she simply stares at you.
Fuck, lost my train of thought. I had what I was gonna say, and then you stopped talking. It's like, where the fuck did my words go? Who stole my words? Give them back.
Oh, I took them.
I guess that's one of those, you had me lost at hello.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Would you happen to know where the higher end districts are?
She points to the west. Is it that direction?
Thank you. Ice carrying you.
Yes?
I'm sorry, I didn't intend to scare you. I'm still getting used to my new size.
She stares at you for a moment. A few seconds pass. Oh, you're a player!
Yes, I am. I probably should have led with that, I'm sorry.
Oh, I am so sorry. I was attacked by an ant a few days ago. It didn't go well.
You were attacked by an ant.
Yeah. I think my starting area broke.
Are you a beta tester as well?
Yes, I am.
Then you're in the same boat as the rest of us then.
That's right. I had, early access.
Um.
Um.
All I heard was I had and then nothing.
Early access.
She had early access.
Oh, okay. You cut out for me for that.
Then I assume you also.
I call Canadian internet at work.
Then I assume you also felt the shock.
Yes. I did, unfortunately. Haven't been able to log out since, or even access my menus.
You haven't had access to your menu yet.
No. No administration has visited the capital just yet.
If you go back to the starting town, you should be able to find an admin there. He restored use of our menus not that long ago.
I would love to. But,
The PvP.
yeah, that, and, well, I kinda, as you look at her, you notice that above her health bar, she's a level 1.
Ah,
That is problematic.
that is squishy.
Extremely so. I started alone, and I don't even have a defense or healer.
I will look at our Ironbark and go, well, what do you think?
If we were not going to the dungeon right away, I would suggest you come with us so that we could take you to Nico.
It's alright, I'll find a way to manage. Just gotta wait it out, right? Could just get fixed. Eventually.
Oh, what's your name?
My name?
Character, not actual.
Username, you don't have to give me a real name.
Oh, character name. Call me Kieran. You know,
I
like...
thought it was Kith.
Wait.
How long
In
before you go first.
this is out of character, by the way. Was it Kithri that was the blind woman
Her name
with that
was
same
Kithri,
picture?
yes, it was.
Oh,
But
okay.
not all of these
I thought it was
characters
Kithri.
not all of these characters are the same.
You rose my expectations and then dashed them. Good on you, sir.
But
Okay,
yes.
continue.
Call me Kieran. You know, like that that Thunder Horse from the Monster Hunter games.
Well, Thunder Horse, it's a water dragon.
It's a thunder horse, fuck you.
And a very annoying thunder horse at that.
Never mind, it's a mythological creature.
Shut.
Suicune is a Kieran.
Shut.
Shush. Anyways,
Once we're
Hopefully.
done in the dungeon, we can take you to the starting town so that you can get your menu restored.
that would help a bit, I guess.
How long did it take us to get from the starting town to the dungeon?
I
You
don't
haven't
I'm sorry, to the capital. Sorry.
to the capital. Had you stayed
Yeah.
on the main road, it would have taken you 30 to 45 minutes. Had you, since you went on the tangent, it took you about an hour to 2 hours.
I can't believe I'm suggesting this. I will look at Ironbark and go, I can disappear and be back in an hour and a half.
I would rather you not go alone on the road.
Well, I will actually look at her. What is your class?
I'm a ranger.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. Did Nico not give us his contact before we left?
He did.
Oh, good.
Ironbark will pull out his chat box and message Nico to come to the capital. There is somebody who cannot access their menu.
He will reply, "A bit after you left, things got a bit busy here. It's gonna take a while."
Well, that stumps that idea. Apparently, the starting town is extremely busy. More than likely, either people flooding into the town or something else.
And I'll reply, what has happened?
Don't have time to talk right now. They're coming.
They?
After that, there is no reply.
Ironbark's gonna stand there for a second, just holding his hand in front of the keyboard on the menu.
Something's happened at the starter town. I am not sure if we should stop at the dungeon now at all.
My plan still stands. I can get her to the capital and get back.
We are
Get
at the
some-
capital.
Sorry, back to the starting town.
You don't seem to understand.
How
The
dangerous?
last thing he said was, "They are coming."
Well, okay then.
That could be anything from monsters to possibly a swarm of PvPers.
I am then going to open my contacts up to either Firefly or Joker? Jester?
Trickster.
Trickster, thank you. Oh my god.
What are you gonna say?
And is everything alright over there?
Firefly will immediately respond. Everything's alright with us. We're kind of in the forest to the east. We left town not long after you did. Trickster will reply, "In forest."
I was waiting for the meow.
He doesn't have to do it over text.
You weren't the only one who was expecting it, though.
Yeah, everybody was quite like, where's the meow?
And
I
I
will
just-
then,
I just muttered it out.
and I will reply, something's happened at the town. Even Nico said they are coming and then went silent.
Firefly will respond. Did something happen? We can't exactly see the town from where we are. We're actually pretty deep in the forest. Trickster replies, "What?"
And then I will reply with, whatever happened, it's making the admin afraid. Or that's what I gathered from his text.
Firefly will respond, "Wouldn't be better that we steer clear of it then?" Trickster replies, "Sounds like danger."
Oh.
And then I will reply, I would avoid the starting town for now. Maybe limit your contact to a little bit of scouting.
Firefly will respond, "Will do. Have you checked up on Ellie yet?" Trickster responds, "Okay."
One word
not
wonder.
Not K-A-Y, just the letter K.
One letter wonder over here. I will then say, I will in just a moment. And then message Ellie with, is everything okay in the starter town?
Ellie does not reply.
I wait for a moment, and then respond back to Trickster and Firefly. Ellie has not responded.
Both of them reply at the same time. That's weird of her.
Speaking of weird. Juniper,
Yes.
are you able to... This is a long shot, but are you able to detect the status of the starter town or the admin? Sorry, Nico.
She closes her eyes. Waits a few moments. I'm sorry, but something is cutting off my connection.
Something's wrong. I have a few theories. The starter town is either under attack, or he's swarmed with players trying to get their menus to work again.
That's a possibility. Both are, actually. Perhaps we should focus on the mission at hand, and then return quickly.
I'm going to look back towards where Kurt was. Can I still see him, or has he wandered off?
He has wandered off.
Damn. I was
Is
going
there
to ask her
something
to
wrong?
hurry back to the starting town. I was going to ask Kurt to go back to the starter town and check on the admin and Ellie, but she's gone.
It's possible he already knows about the situation. Every player has a guide, after all.
Right. I just hope Oz and the others stayed there. If there is something wrong, they look like they can handle themselves in spades.
The guide closes her eyes. Connection has been made with the guide from Oz's team. They are in the desert.
Already?
That is correct.
We left before they did. Though we did have that hour detour.
Yeah.
It's possible that Oz's team has opened fast travel.
I'm going to mumble in Primordial. Lucky.
Indeed, they are lucky.
Oh yeah, that's right, she speaks all languages.
Yep. She speaks all languages except real-world languages.
Right.
If the head admin or one of the head admins is in danger, that extremely concerns me.
I'm not sure what a head admin is.
Nico, the god?
Oh, if Nico is there, everything should be alright.
I hope you're right. And Ellie is there, so...
I
I have a
reinstate.
sinking feeling.
I reinstate. Perhaps we should check up on the rest of the alpha testers, and then make our way back.
I think you're right.
Currently, there are 2 alpha testers within the city vault limits that we have not checked on. Would you like me to locate them via the guides?
Yes, please.
Is Kieran just standing there, by the way?
Yeah, she is just looking at you dumbfounded. Like, how many people have you met already? I've seen like 2!
And we're already in good with the admins and the alpha testers.
So, the guide closes her eyes. Communications have been established between both Riker Guide and Sapphire Guide. Sapphire is indeed in the depths of a large dungeon here within the city. Riker is northwest, approximately 900 feet?
That's not very far at all.
Considering that is within a straight line proximity.
Ah, right. I can't face through buildings.
If you could as a tree, that would be awesome.
It would.
I have read stories about several people jumping over buildings, but I do not think a tree could do it.
I would be more likely to fall through a roof.
And that is a possibility.
Which would be hilarious.
I didn't catch a word of that, my guy.
Oh, which would be yes.
Which would be hilarious, he said.
Oh, okay, good, because he's roboting on my end, but that just
He
might be
is too.
my internet connection. Oh,
He is on mine too. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. I don't know what it is, but every time it's my session, you always seem to have trouble with your internet.
weird.
But anyways, shall we get moving on to Racker's position? I can chart a course based on his general proximity.
Yes, one moment though.
Ironbark looks back to Kieran, who he has rudely ignored up until now.
Kieran,
Yes?
would you like to be in my friends list?
Sure.
I'm sorry for dumping so much information all at once. I'm sure it's confusing.
No, it's alright. I'm used to being
And-
confused.
Right.
Ironbark will then send a friend request to Kieran.
She will accept your friend request and appear on your friends list as Kieran.
I will do the same.
Yeah.
She will accept your friend request. She will appear as Kieran, since she has not told you her username yet. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. I've got some shopping to do with the very little gold I have.
Once we're finished here, we will be heading back to the starter town. I would like for you to accompany us.
That would be amazing. I'll generally be around this area if you're gonna leave pretty soon. If not, I have a house in the slums already.
I'm
Hydrate.
sorry.
Hydrate!
What was that? Orca?
I'm sorry and congratulations.
I know what you mean, but this isn't like any slums of any kind of big city. The capital slums are actually pretty nice still. Better than my home,
As far
at
as slums
least.
go. Oh, speaking of, you'll be happy to know that we're all being kept safe within a hospital at the moment.
Oh, that is fantastic news. Even a hospital is better than my home.
I'll
Oh.
ask you this when we're on the road.
Okay then.
For now, we need to get to the other alpha testers.
You best be on your way then.
Good luck,
Good luck to you, Mr. Tree.
Ironbark.
Oh, good luck to you, Ironbark.
My
He
name's
nods with a
And good luck to you too, Ivana.
he nods to her with a barky, cracky smile and looks to Juniper. All right, I'm ready.
The guide nods and takes a moment. A map of the city is soon appearing in front of your eyes, with a green line on it, on which steps and turns to take.
In 200
Oh,
meters,
yeah.
turn left.
Right.
Unfortunately, you are actually going to have to deal with that voice.
Oh, fuck. But for now, we need to move on to the other players because I think I've taken enough time.
Indeed. Stretch.
I did mention that Leo was
Magic
going
shot.
to look for.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. Don't worry. So,
Echo has
So-
gigantic galaxy brain.
So what's around?
roll me a perception check. And
sec-
while you're doing that, Aish, you already rolled me a perception check.
Yes, I got a 14.
14, and you're looking for the high-end district?
Yep.
After a bit of walking around, you would eventually find your way into a more nicer looking part of the town using the different signs you were able to read along the way. You find yourself in a definitely more wealthy part of town as you pass by the stalls that are still literally mouth
Literally.
littering the streets.
Oh.
I know it sounded like I was trying to say literally, but no, I mean littering the streets.
Libertarians.
The items on display in your eyes, their prices are floating above them, and as you are going into this better looking district, the prices are going up and up and up. And we're talking like thousands to 10,000s of gold pricings.
Okay, that's a little too expensive.
So,
I'm going to look at these prices like I'm not shocked and be like, let me see what I can get the wife, kind of. Look while I'm trying to find Riker.
roll me performance.
What is my performance modifier? It is... Ooh, perfect. Ten.
10. You don't look out of place, but you don't look like you belong there either.
As long as that one guy isn't asking me if I've ever been to the Cloud District before.
There is no Nazim here.
Don't like that guy.
I don't like him either.
I feel distinctly glad that I don't get that reference.
You don't,
Don't like who
really.
either? What?
It's a Skyrim reference.
Oh my god.
Which reference to who, sorry?
Nazim.
Oh, fuck.
No, there's no Nazim here.
Thank God.
So, walking into the higher district, you eventually hear the sounds of what is mechanical working-ish. You have found your way here first before the rest of the party. As you begin to wander around, you start to see more mechanical things like cog wheels, little bits and parts of machines here and there. Definitely this is a higher tech area, and it definitely looks nicer. You have no doubt that most of the stuff here is extremely expensive.
I was there when they mentioned that Riker was a bit of a mad scientist, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, thinking this is probably where I may find him.
Yep, and if you would like to find him, roll me another perception check. Since all you really got... Well, you do have roll perception with advantage, because you have seen him before, technically.
And I roll for stealth instead
Why?
to find him.
Why?
I don't know. Dirty 20.
20? It takes you a little while, but you do eventually lay your eyes upon a... Let me pull up my picture. You do eventually lay your eyes upon a black-haired individual with what appears to be a lab coat with different kinds of patches on it. And from behind him, a seemingly made of both iron and black energy tail leading from under his coat.
Does he look like he is busy?
He seems like he's browsing a few shops, but overall he doesn't look like he's about to buy anything.
Does the tail look like it's busy?
No, the tail is inanimate and still, not moving
Okay.
whatsoever.
I'm going to approach, hoping not to wake up the tail.
You begin to slowly, not perhaps slowly, but you begin to approach the man in the lab coats. And as you begin to approach, after a few steps, the tail lights up a bit purple, and the man turns his head to you. Can I help you?
Riker?
Yes, that's my name.
Hi. We were asked to check up on the alpha testers.
Would you like to speak?
Have things been safe, normal, and or glitch-free for you for the past couple days?
Besides the electric shock, yes. There is, always how do you say, a dangerous explosion going off around me. Not like most, though.
I imagine you two must work well together.
Had we been able to team up, I definitely would have invited her to my party.
Hmm. Is there anything that you need help with? I imagine being on the surfer longer, you can afford these kind of luxuries.
Money is more of a lesser object to me. Mechanical parts are much more valuable. And half the
They're quite
time,
expensive too.
NPCs don't know how to actually price them. Take for example this cogwheel this NPC is selling, yes? He points to a cogwheel that is on display on the area he was investigating.
What color is it?
It is a yellow cogwheel with 4 holes in it. This one is what I needed for a very specific mechanical machine I'm working on. And...
I like him already. Sorry, go ahead. I meant to mumble that.
I was, how do you say, in need of a very specific cogwheel like this. As you can see, though, the price on this thing is around 10,000 gold, yes?
Yes.
No. He literally grabs the cogwheel off the table, and a number appears above his head, equaling nearly 20 times the amount that was listed.
So 200,000.
Pretty much. And is subtracted upon the amount that was listed. With
Taxers.
my appraisal eye, I am able to ascertain the very particular amenities about these specific objects that I need. This cogwheel is worth 10 times more than what I just paid.
It's 20 times more.
No, that is how much money I have.
Oh, okay.
You are new to the game, yes?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, is there anything I can help you with?
I imagine there's plenty that you could help me with, but I do not know what that may be yet.
Well, if you have an interest in mechanical, I can teach you plenty.
I may have to come back to you for that. Thank you.
I would be happy for the company. Not many see the privates and mad type as someone they would wish to talk to. But
There's a lot of use in it.
there is many use in mechanical, yes. Especially in this world. Now then, if there is nothing more, I must away. I have much to work on.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Same to you. He will say,
I'm going...
putting his hands in his pocket, the cogwheel disappearing into his inventory. As he begins to walk away, the purple tail dragging behind him.
I'm going to stare at the tail for a few seconds before heading back to where I had left from.
Okay. And with that, we will look to Leo. Your perception check, please.
Oh.
Yep, 13.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. 13. You find a few magic shops here and there, though with some of the magic items you're already holding, none of them look particularly interesting besides maybe a few spellbooks.
Place that we've been building up to slightly. This place is kind of disappointing.
You're also only in the entrance area.
Fair. I guess I'll just sort of have Leo explore a little. I guess. What direction is the entrance district in exactly?
The entrance district is the pure east of the capital.
Okay, let's try having Leo go north.
North would be the slums. You would have a map, sorry.
Well, in that case, curious about why a place would be deliberately called the slums. Leo, well, aside from the obvious, Leo decides to head in that direction. Surely it can't be that bad.
Alright.
Famous last words.
You make your way to the slums. As you're going, the people of the city, it definitely, even with the, like, on the street, the vendors that are literally littering the street, I can't speak, their prices,
It's okay, I can't either.
their prices drop from hundreds of gold to 10, maybe 1 piece of gold sometimes on what they're selling, as the houses around you seem to be more broken down and not exactly leaking and dripping. They still seem like, like bad rated apartments, how they normally seem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still livable, but it's not preferable.
Symbol. Odds above and devils below. Suddenly, now I know why they call this place the slums.
That being said, I would like you to roll me a perception. This one is pretty easy to get.
Watch me fuck it up.
Never say it's easy to get, then it will for sure roll low. Oh, never mind. I
The
stand corrected.
DC was 6. I told you it
I
was
would,
pretty. I told you it was
I
pretty easy.
I would have had to get a 1 for that.
So, as you're walking
Or
through
2.
this, as you're walking through the quote-unquote slums of the capital, you eventually come across a lot of different things. There are literal monsters for sale. Different kinds
Oh.
of, yeah, like actual beasts, wolves, abominations, a lot of different stuff.
Do they look tamed or are they fighting to get out of whatever is holding them back?
Some of them seem like they're trying to fight to get out, others seem like they've just given up. But that's not the interesting part. The interesting part is while you're walking along the slums and seeing this, you eventually see something that's extremely different from where you are. There is a purple-haired woman with a gigantic fucking gun.
But this happened to be a beta tester,
No,
alpha tester.
Alpha tester.
it is the alpha tester, Saf, who is wearing a gentle bluish-purple coat, held together with what appears to be a metal band, a white undershirt, and even with her weaponry literally being a gigantic fucking gun, she's wearing black heels. Her purple hair just goes past just her shoulders. Any reaction?
Yeah. I was trying to find her picture. Sorry.
The one with the big gun.
I was gonna say, it's
Anyway.
hard to miss.
I briefly did. Anyway, noticing her, Leo just quickly just sighs in relief. Oh, that's 2 down, and would approach her.
You approach the woman. As you approach, you see the gun light up very slightly, and her head turns towards you. Oh. Well, hello there.
Hi. I'm guessing you're one of the alpha testers?
Indeed. What can I do for you?
Just out of character, it was, look,
Nico.
yeah, it was Nico who... Yeah, thanks. I was just trying to make sure of this whole thing. Leo just takes a deep breath. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm being a little awkward, but just Nico sent me alongside my party. we're currently exploring the capital, but he wanted us to check up on you. Kind of thanks to the whole hack attack thing.
Well, I have no idea who Nico is.
He's one of the admins.
An admin? Okay. Well, everything here on my side is perfectly fine.
Well, that's a relief. Leo's gaze trails off slightly towards the gun. Just out of curiosity, what's that BFG on your backpack? On your back. It looks kind of cool.
Oh, this thing? It
Yeah.
is, how do you say? Laser cannon.
Laser cannon? What? Wouldn't that be a little out of place in this kind of video game world?
You would think so, yes. But, I made this myself.
Where do you get the materials? I'm guessing those are some of them are pretty rare. It's impressive craftsmanship either way. And believe me, I play a lot of video games. Kind of a nerd.
The materials were very, they were rare, yes. However, a woman named Iris helped me gather a lot of them.
Iris helped you? How exactly?
Iris.
I know she's a shopkeeper, but other than that,
Iris sold materials. I collected leftover weaponry.
neat. Seeing it, mention that you. Again, I'm sorry if I'm making this a little awkward, but seeing as you mentioned that you built it yourself, does your cannon do anything special?
How to explain it? My body is zap, and charge cannon, and boom.
So it fires explosive lasers? I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of metal.
Yes, but only once.
So it's all or nothing with that shot. Wow.
Emergency use only.
Yikes. I bet the damage output on that thing would be insane. Probably a boss buster. If I had to guess.
Very, very dangerous, yes.
Well, it's impressive either way. I literally just started the game, and, well... I'm just kind of amazed that this stuff's already happened. Or, well, been made. Ever.
You can make anything, as long as have materials.
I guess me and my crew will have to get grinding eventually then. Right now we're just stuck with, well, Leo nudges the bow on his back. Stuck with the basic stuff.
Ah, I remember Vo.
Well, if it counts for anything, I think me and my group are decently well balanced team. I'm a caster. We've got a cleric. There's a paladin, I think. Got an ent.
Very diverse, yes, yes. Do you need anything?
Not really.
I am very tired. I just finished dungeon, yes?
Yeah, Steph did mention. Ah,
Kurt,
Kurt, thank you. Kurt did mention that. How tough how tough are the back roads anyway?
Back alleys level 6.
We know that, but I mean like in general.
For me, easy. Easy peasy, as the Americans say.
Touche. Oh, good to meet you either way.
Good to meet you
For
too.
record, my name's Leonidas. You can call me Leo.
I am Seth.
Nice to meet you again. Oh, later.
Later.
With that, Leo will head back. He will also message to the party that he found Seth and that she's okay, if a little tired from clearing out the back alleys.
The party would receive that notification over their general channels. And then we would be back to Ironbark and Vana.
yeah.
And I'm sorry if I have offended anyone with my accents and attempt at language usages. I am.
Are they supposed to be
Not that
French?
Riker is. I was trying to go with a Russian for Saf.
You could just go with general Slavic accent.
I don't know how to do that.
It's like Russian, but not. same, but different.
But not.
Same, but different.
But yes, going back to Ironbark and Vana, you two are led by the guide a rather bit of a distance that's optimized that unfortunately Aish would not have taken.
Also, I only thought of it after the fact because you were doing the accent with him. Ace should have talked to Riker in French.
You could have, yeah.
Well, my player character is Canadian, so French is second language, so would have been able to have a full-on French conversation.
My character's also fluent in French.
Okay. So, after a bit of walking, Ironbark and Vana would come up on a black-haired individual wearing a lab coat and a long purple tail with metallic latches on it, coming out from under said lab coat. He seems to be investigating a different kind of stall with a lot of mechanical parts on it.
Well, he would definitely hear a thump, thump, thump from, well, not at that rate, but a thumpy walk coming up from behind him.
Figure something out.
As you are walking, eventually the purple tail would light up a bit, and he would turn his attention to you rather quickly. So what do we have here? No.
Take your time. Take your time.
Well, what do we have here?
Are you Riker?
It is me, yes. Ah, no. It's too deep. It would be me.
One of the admins, Nico, asked Mike to check in with the alpha testers.
Are you with the man? He came by earlier.
What did he look like?
He had very prominent beard.
That would be Aish. Then, yes, he must have found you already.
Indeed, he did. I cannot replicate the voice again.
It's okay. I'm about to make it way easier on you.
Your accents. Are you French?
Correct.
I will then start to speak a language the guide has probably never heard, which is French. So now you don't have to force yourself to do the accent.
Wonderful. And just a
And the
reminder.
Potopuff.
A reminder for the player characters. It doesn't matter what real life language you speak, you can easily comprehend what they're saying.
Yes, but the guides and the NPCs can't.
Yeah, the guide will be looking at you like, what's going on? Are we being aggressive?
As for that whole thing, in the parle pas français. Apologies to any French.
I'm not actually going to start speaking French. I paid very little attention to my French class.
Please don't. I know no
No,
French.
Blank, you're required to speak in French now.
No.
No, but fuck no.
I know very little French, actually.
That sounds like
I
anyone
know.
who speaks French other than Quebec.
I know enough French to say in French that I don't know how to speak French.
Same.
I can't even say that. I literally just know hello, and then I think I know. Is Sacre Bleu even French?
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
I know how to
It's
say
literally,
that. I don't know how to mean.
it's
I don't know what it
literally-
means.
it's literally
do you know how to
sacred blue.
Yes is oui, no is non.
Oh, okay. Anyways, not
And
the
merci.
it's not the time for French lessons.
Sorry.
What was I gonna ask him? Fuck, I lost my train of thought again. Man, I'm really good at doing that. But yeah, Ironbark will proceed to speak out French in him, so Echo, you no longer have to force yourself into the French accent that you don't know how to do.
I'm sorry.
You're doing a great job, Echo.
It's
Don't
okay.
be afraid, because even professional actors don't like to speak French.
Mm. No one-
It is,
No
it is
one
a
like.
back-ass word language.
Yeah.
As a Canadian, I am free to speak ill of this language because it is our second language, but it is a back-ass words language. Anyway.
Kurt told us where to find you.
Did he now?
Yes.
Well, that is very interesting.
Though a development has been made, the starting town has probably just come under attack by something. I don't know what. I cannot contact anybody within the town.
That is quite the problem.
I cannot reach Ellie, nor can I reach the head admin.
Even if I were to make my way over immediately, I do not think I would arrive in time.
Do you not have access to the fast travel system?
The fast travel can be very tricky at the moment. I would rather not teleport and be randomly zapped into 2 pieces.
Fair enough.
I'm just concerned for those who are currently inside Starting Town. If it is indeed being attacked by something after the hack today, and after what I have learned from Kurt, perhaps the NPCs to the east are not staying in the east.
That is a possibility. Though once my entraption is finished, I should be at much less of worry.
What are you working on?
It is a secret.
Kurt told me that you're a bit of a genius, we'll say.
Do not lie. He thinks I am that scientist. I am.
Yeah,
That is class, actually.
mad scientist. I didn't see that when I was creating my character.
It is a very specialized individual class. Only people with certain stats and attributes can access. Hidden class, they call it.
I wish I knew that going in.
It is not available from the start. I started off as an artificer.
Ah, that would make sense. Does Vana speak French?
Nope.
You can
Do you understand that I am speaking
You
French?
can clearly understand the language, though. Even if you real life did not speak French, you still understand it very clearly.
It's very, very advanced Google Translate.
If you could help Ellie and the rest over in the Starting Town, I would appreciate it, but I can understand that I cannot force you into it.
I may be able to send contraptions over quick travel, but I may not be able to do so myself. I will do what I can.
I appreciate it.
For now, it is best that perhaps you mind your own business. There may be prying ears.
Incoming sidewinders.
I didn't think of that.
Indeed, not everyone has the best of intentions.
Merci.
Which is thank you in French.
I am aware of that one.
Okay.
Now then, if there is nothing either of you need, I must get to work.
I will look to Vana to see if they have anything to add.
Nope. I came along in case we found anyone. He said he was fine. Said he was doing a project and to mind your own business. No, I'm good.
Very well. Good day then, Riker.
Good day to you, he will say as he walks away.
And then I look to the no doubt extremely confused guide.
She has that, like, the dots for eyes and just, like, the squiggly lined mouth as steam is coming out of her ears.
Are you alright?
I've switched back to common now.
Oh, I can understand you again. It appears there was a
I'm sorry.
malfunction in my speech recognition. I understood nothing of what was just exchanged. Is everything okay? I thought we were being hostile.
No, I was just speaking French.
What is French?
A language.
A screwed up backwards language.
Also a salad dressing, I think. It is a language and I think a salad dressing.
I am aware of the salad dressing. I did not know a language such as that existed.
It does, and it is extremely tedious to learn.
And almost no one uses it except for in select little places.
I am unaware whether I should congratulate this amazing feat that you've accomplished, or if I should be sorry for you.
A little of both.
I will feel both then. What are we doing now,
Okay.
though?
First, Ironbark pats her head for, being her, and then says, "We're going to try and locate Saf. Unless you already sent that message to the rest of us saying that Saf is fine."
At about this point, you would probably get that message.
Oh, never mind. Saf has already been found.
Ah, wonderful. Then it's best we regroup, yes?
Yes.
Very well. I can lead us back to the area everyone was at.
Let's do that then.
Alright. And all of you begin to walk back to the general locations where all of you started at. And this is where things change. So,
Oh?
we're about to end off session. Alright? I will say sorry for this in advance.
Cliffhanger!
Oh.
So, as you're all walking and trying to get to this area where all of you can meet up, you get a little notification at the bottom right side of your screen. Ellie, Blonde Lightning, has logged out.
Oh,
Oh no.
And that's where we're going to end session for today.
I think it's a good place to end it.
Oh no, she died.
Maybe. We don't know yet.
I guarantee you she's died.
What makes you think that?
Nobody can log out without dying.
We don't know that. We know that there is a possibility that people may die if they log out, but we are unsure of that, which is why we were told not to log out.
So how'd everyone enjoy the session?
Pants have been shat.
Oh boy.
It was interesting, but I was feeling sick through most of it. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Don't apologize to me. I hope you're feeling better.
It's a mixture of things. It should go away at some point.
I hope you
I
get
am
to
now
feeling better.
extremely worried. I'm very worried.
You should be. This is not where I thought we would go this session.
Why, you thought we were just gonna go right back?
No, I thought you guys were gonna go and investigate the dungeon first.
Honestly, I thought that was what we were going to do.
I thought this one
Wow.
seemed like the more pressing place to go.
What I wasn't expecting is for you guys to go on the long-ass tangent that I just fucking made up.
You made up the tangent.
If you present us with something shiny, we're going to follow the shiny.
I was making up those riddles on the spot. And at the last part with the fucking piece of paper, my mind just completely blanked on rhymes.
I'm a little worried if Ellie has in fact died. Because I know Sword Art Online, when they log out, they technically die.
Yeah.
And if you die in the game, you die in real life. And I'm not comparing this to Sword Art Online, but following that trope.
Unfortunately, I gotta go.
That's why I ended session.
Oh,
Me
okay.
too.
But
Well, at least stick around for the outro.
yeah,
Yeah, we're not going to be too much longer. So, actually, I'll end it right now. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. I appreciate everyone in the chat. I appreciate all my players for showing up.
of course.
I hope everyone, even chat, enjoyed the session today. I had a lot of fun.
I liked Ellie.
No one said she's dead yet.
Yet.
Yeah, yet. For all you know, it could be a false message. The game is buggy after all.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it no matter what alignment I put my characters, they all eventually just kind of glide into being lawful good?
I don't know. Anyways, that's not the time to talk question that right now. You can do that after the stream is ended.
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'd like to remind everyone that tomorrow we're doing another stream as far as I know.
My campaign.
Yes, at 6:30 p.m. Central Time or 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. They're the same. They're the same point in time. So
I am working tomorrow, so I'll be extremely tired afterwards.
yes, Blank will be tired. It might not be an extremely long session, which if it's not, I completely understand. But we're gonna have fun with the other group tomorrow, and tomorrow I should have something very new for everyone. Cause we've got some sponsorships in the wing.
Ooh,
Yay!
money. I mean, sponsors.
Hey, we're not the greedy type, alright?
No, but money's still nice.
Money is
Buys-
nice, but that's not why
Buys
we're doing
food and
this.
shit.
It's not
Moving
why we're doing
on.
this, yeah. So, with that said, I will see all of you tomorrow. Blank is the only one who is in the session. No, wait, Spock. I'm tired.
Yes, Spock's there too.
I'm tired.
Hi, tired.
Shut up. But, yeah. So, I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye for now. Say bye.
Later.
Say bye.
Bye,
chat.
Yay, bye. Bye.
Eat cake.